Hello everybody, members of the year to you, and welcome back to Let's Play Splatoon. In the previous episode, we conquered the Inkling Squid amiibo challenges, and in today's episode, we're going to take care of the final amiibo levels for this game, aside from what we can see from the Squid Sister amiibos. And before we get into that, there's something that I want to demonstrate in Octo Valley. After you defeat DJ Octavio, a really cute detail is the fact that you can see him trapped in a snow globe in the beginning of the world, so it's just like a really cute detail. You can do things like spray ink at him and things like that. It's just a really adorable detail. But anyway, on with the video!
Hey up, DJ Octavio escaped while I was eating my crabby cakes!
You gotta be squidding me, Gramps. You got captured again? That's convenient. Wah! No snow globe can contain this, DJ! Alrighty then, now we are facing DJ Octavio again. But this is what I meant when I said earlier in the Let's Play that we were not done seeing this guy. We are going to be facing this guy again. And this is something that I've been wanting to do for a little while. This is something that I had planned for a very long time. Pretty much everything about this Let's Play was... I spent like a really long time carefully planning out everything that I wanted to do for this Let's Play. So when it came time to figure out how I wanted to handle this guy, I knew that I didn't want to just speed up this fight again, because this is such an awesome boss fight that even though we have seen it before, it would be a sin to speed up this fight. So, what I'm going to be doing is each section of this boss fight, we'll see a different amiibo weapon with it. The first part of this fight, we'll be using the Splat Charger against this guy. Later, we'll be using the Splat Roller, and during the final part of this video, we'll be using the Inkling Squid amiibo to fight this guy. Slimy little hipster! Gramps, are you sure you're not getting captured on purpose? You gotta love Callie Murray. Sorry, you have to rescue him again, Agent 3. So, the Splat Charger is actually very effective against this guy, because the amount of time that it takes for the Fists of Terror and the torpedo thing to attack you, it gives you plenty of time to charge up your Splat Charger. So, if you're a very good sniper, this is actually a very easy battle with the Splat Charger. The Roller, on the other hand, we'll see that a little bit later, and I'll discuss what I think about that. But a couple things I like to mention real quick. I didn't really get a chance to really talk about this during the Octo Valley finale, but I gotta say, the background details for this level are just so beautiful. This is definitely one of my favorite backgrounds in the entire game. Invisible Avenues will probably have to top that, but the giant robotic tentacles in the background, the sheer size of DJ Octavio himself, and a couple other things which we'll see a little bit later in the level. Everything about this level just screams awesomeness. This is definitely one of my favorite final bosses in video gaming in general. Now, I know I've said this before, but Gygas from Earthbound would definitely be my favorite final boss in any game ever. Unless the final boss of Breath of the Wild is any better, because like at this time that I'm recording this video, I have not actually beaten Breath of the Wild yet, but that's not important right now. The important thing right now is the fact that this boss fight is awesome! Peep this! Oh no, whatever we gotta do! Yeah, this is what I meant when I said earlier that the amount of time that it takes for the torpedo to actually hit your face, it gives you plenty of time to charge up your Splat Charger. You can't handle my spicy wasabi beats! Hey, Gramps, I don't think we can make Squidmas this year. Yeah, we're filming our holiday special on Squidmas morning. I wonder what other holidays they have in the Inkling world, like, I wonder what the Halloween equivalent would be for Splatoon. Well, it's time for right now. The important thing right now is that we're now on our second part of the boss fight with the Splat Roller. Now, the Splat Roller, I have to be honest, this is probably the most difficult weapon to use for this final boss, because the timing of trying to use the Splat Roller on the fists and the torpedo thing, it's a little hard to get used to. Some people out there who've been using rollers longer than I have, they're probably a lot better at the timing than I am, but I don't really use rollers that often. Like, I have tried using some of them, but I'm just not really that great with them. They are great weapons, don't get me wrong, I'm just not really that great at them. Now, if we could have the Slosser against this guy, that would make my dreams come true, but that's not going to happen in this game. But it will in Splatoon 2. We can use the bucket in Octo Cannon in that game, so that's going to be cool. But no, enough about Splatoon 2, because that game hasn't even been released by the time this video is going out. But you know what? That's actually something I want to talk about real quick. It's kind of interesting how recording this video. This video is being uploaded before Splatoon 2 is released, so it's gonna be interesting if my viewers like binge watch this series long after this Let's Play has already ended and Splatoon 2 has already come out. So it'll be interesting to see what this Let's Play would be like after we already know what's going to happen to Splatoon 2. So that's something that's kind of interesting to think about. Yeah, this right here, the timing for firing the torpedo back at DJ Octavio is a little hard to get used to, like I've already said a moment ago. Especially during the last hit, because, like, I don't know what it is. I'm just not really great at the timing for the last hit. So there isn't really anything else going on right now, so one thing that I'd like to mention real quick is this footage right here for using the roller for the Inkling Boy amiibo challenge. This was a pain in the butt to record, because I didn't realize until I was editing the Inkling Boy amiibo video that I didn't even record footage for beating this guy yet. So I had to quickly do that. And then, okay, before I go any further, let's explain how my capture card works. My capture card is a HD PVR rocket, I think that's what it's called. Let me double check real quick, I have it on my desk. Yep, HD PVR rocket. How that works is you plug in the HDMI cords on one end, and you have a flash drive on one end. The footage that you record saves into the flash drive, and then you can transfer that to a computer to edit videos and stuff like that. That's how my capture card works, but the thing is, the flash drive that I use to store footage for not just this video, but also the Booyah Base video, and a couple other things that would spoil some future Let's Play plans that I have in mind for the near future. But I lost so much footage because my stupid flash drive decided to corrupt. Normally I'm very good at salvaging footage from corrupted hard drives, but nothing that I could usually do would work. I tried formatting it, I tried resetting it, I tried everything with this flash drive. It's just completely busted now. So I can't even use it anymore, so I lost all that footage, which meant I had to re-record this boss fight again. And not just that, trying to record the first time was a pain in the butt on itself, because I actually got a game over 3 times. So, that was a pain in the butt to record, and then losing that footage was an even bigger pain in the butt. So I had to use my backup flash drive. I do have a backup flash drive, but the thing is, it has nowhere near as much memory as the old one. The older flash drive had like an 8GB hard drive or something like that. My current one has like a 3GB hard drive. So I could probably record for about 20 minutes or so before it runs out of footage. So yeah, this was kind of a pain in the butt. And something kind of funny about, speaking of flash drives, if you guys ever saw the James Rolls Let's Play Splatoon, I'll talk more about this later in the Let's Play, but something kind of cool was that I helped him record footage for that game, and something kind of funny was the fact that when we were recording the online matches for that game, I was using my flash drive, the backup one that has the older memory and stuff like that. I'll turn you into a radio edit! Agent 3, come in, Agent 3! Radio override activated. About time Turn it up! It's the Squid Sisters! So embarrassing. Do we have to take away your Krabby Cake Scramps? I think he's just lonely. We should probably give him a call soon. But Gramps doesn't have a phone. We'd have to send a telegraph. I really love how how Callie and Marie have different dialogue when you replay through this boss fight. I think the same dialogue will appear if you fight DJ Octavio normally during Octo Valley. I may be wrong about that, but real quick before I go back to the story a moment ago, this boss fight is timed. I don't remember exactly off the top of my head how much time you have during this boss fight, but I'll have it kept on screen to explain what it was. But going back to the story I was explaining a moment ago, but something kind of funny was that my hard drive, my capture card ran out of memory at one point. We were recording online matches for the James Rose Let's Play this game, and so while my stuff was transferring and I was deleting everything, we played one more match, and I think we were playing Tower Control on what's the Museum de Alfonsino, and I have a YouTube card on screen right now that'll take you to this video, but he actually uploaded this. We were having a squid party for a while, but then he splatted me at the end and took the tower, and it was pretty funny. But going back to this level, going back to the thing that I was saying a little while ago about loving the background details for this game, just look at the background for that. You're not going to notice this during normal gameplay because of how chaotic this boss fight is, but this is just such an amazing background. You have like the laser lights from like a concert coming out with the robotic tentacles. You can see Captain Cuddlefist dancing off the background, and DJ Octavio himself is dancing too. Everything about this boss fight is just amazing. The music is awesome. The background details are awesome. Just everything about this boss fight is just so amazing. This is why I just couldn't bring myself to speed up this boss fight. I'ma dump stomp you into oblivion! Using the Kraken is pretty effective against the torpedoes. So that's also kind of something that's pretty interesting. I think the timing for the Kraken is a bit easier than trying to use the roller. Finish him, bucko! Not again. So sad. Crossfade to black. And that's how Regina George died. I'm quite taken aback by your skills. Here's the thing that I did get a chance to finish reading because Past Me wasn't courteous enough to give me a chance to read that. Stupid Past Me, invited my birthday party. Alright, so now that we've completed that, you're gonna see footage of me getting all the weapons from the amiibo levels. We've completed all the levels for the Inkling Girl, Boy, and Squid amiibos, but we still have the Callie and Marie amiibos to take care of. I was considering mentioning what they do in this video, but the more I thought about it, the more I realized that the DJ Octavio battle would probably take up enough time on its own to make its own video. And I think that there's another point later in the Let's Play that'll make a lot more sense to talk about the Callie and Marie amiibos. We'll see that way down the line. We're going to see that towards the end of the Let's Play. It'll make more sense when we get to that point, so stay tuned for that. But that's going to be it for this episode of Splatoon. So, in the next episode, we'll be taking care of the Battle Dojo. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and until next time, later to you. Oh yeah.